ACDJ recording another one at the famous Jackson Street Bridge. Back again with another video. Let's go. Welcome back, ACDJ Movie Random, here in the middle of Decatur, East Lake area. Going to give you my movie pick for this week. Now, my movie pick for this week is a film called Tenant, not to be confused with the Tenant film by Christopher Nolan that's coming out later on this year. This Tenant actually is called The Tenant, and it came out in 2010. It is a horror film, and quick version, a diabolical nurse carries on her employer's work in secret and creates a hideous, deformed creature. Now, this movie might be interesting. It is by Rick Lamont. Never heard of that guy. Never heard of Tenant. But I will go ahead and I will check this movie out. Let's see here. Of course, it's about an hour and a half to 2 hours long. It's supposed to be a horror film. Probably not that scary, but who knows. I will watch it, I will review it, and I will let you guys know how it turns out. Once again, The Tenant. See you in a minute, and I will let you know what I think. Welcome back. Just finished watching The Tenant. It's a film that came out back in 2010. It stars Randy Millard. It also stars Sylvia Booking, who was like the crazy nurse in the film. And it also stars this one guy named Michael Berryman. You probably don't know his name, but you probably know his face. He is the kind of weird looking actor that plays in a lot of horror films, and he has pretty much made a living because of his looks. He has a rare disease, I forget what it's called, I have to look it up right quick, but it gives him this strange look because he doesn't have like facial hair and stuff like that. So he's made a living playing in horror films. But enough about that. The Tenant, it wasn't a bad movie. It wasn't a good movie. It was a okay movie. It started off pretty slow. It kind of went into detail of how the doctor and the nurse kind of created this human monster hybrid. Pretty much, like I say, the nurse was kind of crazy. The nurse actually injected the doctor's wife with some kind of serum that made the child come out deformed. And quickly, to make a long story short, the wife had twins. She died at birth. The girl came out normal. The boy came out as this deformity. He grew up killing people. And of course, at the end of the movie, the brother and sister reunites, and the guy dies at the end because they come in and kill him. But plot twist, you think the doctor died in the beginning of the film, but he actually survived. And he still was with the crazy ass nurse. So that was basically the whole film. As I stated, it wasn't a bad film, but it wasn't necessarily a good film. It could have had a little more action in it. It had a lot of downtime in between certain scenes. They didn't really reveal the monster till like the end of the film. So I would say if you have a little time on your hands, watch it if you're just kind of interested in it. It's something I wouldn't run out to go see, but it's something that will mildly keep your interest. So, the Tenant, I would say crump status. Watch it if you want to. If not, don't worry about it. But that was my random movie for this week. And on to my movie pick. See you in a minute. Welcome back, Movie Random, ACDJ, with my movie pick for this week. Now, the movie pick, I'm gonna keep it going with the whole horror theme. So, I actually picked this film. It is a film that came out, let's see, back in 2009, so around the same era as the Tenant. The film has another crazy doctor, so they have that in common. And what am I talking about? This movie is the Human Centipede. Now, if you've never heard of the Human Centipede, it is a crazy film. Let me give you a little synopsis of what happened. These girls go on a trip somewhere in Europe. They end up broke down, of course, because in all horror movies, people break down. They wake up, they find themselves trapped within this made-up house, doctor's office, whatever it is, and this crazy doctor decides to be like, hey, I want to create a human centipede. So what does he do? He sews these like 2 or 3 people together, ass to mouth. Yes, literally puts them ass to mouth, and the person in the front has to eat, digest the food, send it to the person in the second, send it to the person on the end, and it just keeps going, and it's crazy, it's gross, but it is a great movie.
Stop! What is this? What are you doing to us?
There we go. Like I say, when it first came out, it didn't make a lot of noise in the box office. I think it turned a lot of people off, but it has since become a cult classic. Actually, they made 2 or 3 sequels to the Human Centipede. So if you really want to get grossed out, watch Human Centipede number 2, and then watch I think it was the 3rd Human Centipede film as well. But all of them were crazy. So that is my movie pick for this week. Human Centipede, another crazy doctor, experimenting on people, another crazy film. Check it out. You will get grossed out, so don't eat before you watch it. But it's hilarious. That is my movie pick. Welcome back. To conclude, The Tenant, pretty good movie. Watch it if you have some spare time on your hands. Wasn't too bad. Wasn't great, but it wasn't too bad. So definitely check it out if you got nothing to do. The Human Centipede, oh man, what can I not say about that movie? One of the grossest movies ever made. If you haven't seen it, go look it up, check it out. Check out the previews. I mean, it is wild. And you'll never look at centipedes again after you check that movie out. And also, to conclude, my random thought for today is, have you ever noticed how really, really smart people, like geniuses, a lot of times end up going crazy? I don't know if it's just me or what, but it seems like every time you get a real smart person, they're either crazy or they're going crazy. So to quote my man Harvey Dent in the Dark Knight series, hey, you either die a genius or you live long enough for people to start calling you baddie. That's just the bottom line. Anyway, another video coming next week, another random movie, another movie pick. Thank you for watching. Hot as crap out here. I'm out here by the Chattahoochee River. So check out my next video. See you guys next week.